is the first video I'm recording with as a one hand woman. Just ignore the dishwasher if you can hear the sounds in the background. Like, oh my god, you guys, filming with one hand is so difficult. Like, now I appreciate my hands, I appreciate my legs, I appreciate my eyes. This was a struggle. Even to do my makeup was a struggle. I'll make it right anyway. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it to your friends and your loved ones. It's been a while I reviewed any Zara fragrance, and I know that a lot of you on my channel really love Zara fragrances. As you all know, I love fragrances, but they are actually very expensive. So it's nice that Zara comes up with, you know, very nice fragrances now. Of recent, they have come up with a new collection. I don't know what is chapter, what is it, chapter 4? I don't even know. I've lost count of different chapters. And they basically look like the Rose Gourmand, the Red Temptation. These ones, I would say, is the Oud collection because they are all Oud, Oud fragrances in quotes. But yeah, I mean, let's not like waste time. Let's just get into the fragrances. So the first one is called Endless Wood. This is how it looks. Honestly, I haven't really explored this particular fragrance. I think I've used like a few of them. I got this like sometime last month. Endless Wood just gives me wood and leather vibes. You know, I feel like, I don't know what the aim of this collection was, but to be honest, I feel like this collection is just a spin-off of the previous collection, just added wood to it, because honestly, this gives me true leather vibes, but then I can definitely get the oud notes in this. So Endless Oud is basically a leathery oud fragrance. I'm going to insert the notes on the screen, but I'm just going to be telling you guys off the top of my head what I get from the fragrances. And if you're into like the leathery fragrance vibe, if you're into like leathery notes, like, you know, the Tuscan leather from Tom Ford, I just need one leathery fragrance in my collection just so I can use that to mix with any like sweet fragrances that I own, or just, you know, as a layering fragrance. I get more of the leather notes, and then in the dry down I get more of the oud notes. If you have true leather in your collection from Zara, I don't know if this is something. As I was saying, if you already own the true leather from Zara, then I do not know if you would actually need this one. Or if you do not own the true leather from Zara, then you can just go straight for this one. I think it's equally nice. Now, I don't know if these are dupes for other fragrances, but if they are dupes, after I've done my research, because I checked online, I have barely seen anyone talk about this collection. I think that's it about Endless Oud. It just gives me the leather, you know, oud vibe. There's definitely a leather note here. I don't know if they just added oud to the true leather. I'm not sure, but that's what this fragrance gives me. Now the next one, still in the I don't know, the same dark bottle, or what should I call it? This is Bohemian Wood. Honestly, Bohemian Wood, I would say, I definitely like this one. This is actually very nice. Bohemian Wood is very nice. I know somebody had said, I watched a video and somebody said that this is a dupe for the replicas by the fireplace, and honestly, it's totally, I don't know. I can get the smoky vibe that by the fireplace gives me in this, but they don't smell alike in my opinion. I feel like by the fireplace has such a very strong fireplace smell. It's screaming cozy. I feel like that one has more deep notes, like more sensual, strong, intense notes that I do not get from this. And in as much as this is really nice, like just spraying it off the bottle, I definitely get something sweet in this note. So that's why I said I actually like this one, because I get a sweet vibe from this fragrance. But something, you know, when you've added like oud to a sweet fragrance, that's what I get from this. But I cannot place my hand on what exactly it reminds me of, because it does remind me of something. I think you would enjoy this particular fragrance when it has dried down, because the top note doesn't really give me anything spectacular, but then the lingering notes actually is a vibe. So Bohemian Wood is actually not bad in my opinion. I think the wood has really done something here. It gives me a smoky, deep, sweet fragrance. I would wear this for a night event, maybe like for dinner, or if you're going out in the evening when it's just a tad bit chilly. It's not, because we're entering the hotter months. I mean, it's summer, so you don't want to be wearing something very sweet and, you know, cozy and, you know, intense during the daytime, because it's very hot and it can just give you a very weird smell. So yeah, you want something fresh, you want something fruity during the daytime, and in the nighttime, because it's just a bit chilly but not too cold, not too hot, this will definitely do well, because like I said, the sweet notes there does a number on me. Like I can get something very nice and sexy in there, and then the oud just complements the sweet notes. If I'm going to be rating the fragrances, so for the Endless Oud, I'm going to be giving it a 7/10, just because it's nothing spectacular, but then it's still a nice fragrance, so I'll give it 7/10. Bohemian Wood, I'm going to give it an 8/10, because this is different from what they already have in their collection. I don't think that they have anything that smells like this, so I'll give this an 8/10. Bohemian Wood is actually nice. Let's move on to the next. This is Perpetual Wood, and Perpetual Wood, I don't even know which one I've been spraying more often. Perpetual Wood is very nice, right? It screams floral, sexy floral fragrance, right? It's not, yeah, I definitely get the oud note. I get the oud note in here, but it gives me like a sweet fragrance. It's not as unique as I would expect. I mean, when I use it on myself, it's just like, okay. At a point, this was giving me rose gourmand and oud. Let me just tell you guys something here. Spraying these fragrances in the air is very different from spraying them on your skin. Honestly, I get two different vibes. When I spray it in the air, I'm in love with it. When I spray it on my skin, I do not like it one bit. So like I said, this particular one, Perpetual Wood, was giving me not Amber Fusion, Rose Gourmand and Oud. Even though maybe it's a bit toned down, the notes there are a bit toned down, but it's definitely a sweet floral fragrance, and just a bit of oud there, maybe to make it a bit smoky. Like I said, it's not something I would get in a hurry, but it's equally very nice. Let me just jump onto the next one, because I feel like they're a bit similar just a tad bit similar in my opinion. And this one is the Hipster Oud. I've used a lot of this one. As you can see, Hipster Oud, this is how it looks. The same type of bottle. I'm as confused as the bottles themselves. Hipster Oud is equally very nice, but I don't know which I like between both of them. Do I like Perpetual Oud more than Hipster Oud? Because I know that the Perpetual Oud just gives me rose gourmand and oud, literally. So just imagine the popular rose gourmand, just the same vibe, maybe not exact notes, I don't know the notes in here, they just added like the oud to it. That's the vibe I get from Perpetual Oud. Now from Hipster Oud, I think I kind of like this more, just because it doesn't give me anything, it doesn't remind me of anything in particular, but it's definitely not a unique fragrance for sure. But I don't know, for some reason, like spraying them in the air, I actually love it. I feel maybe that's why I was intrigued at the store. On paper and on my skin is totally different. I'm telling you, the vibe I get from these fragrances on my skin, I do not like at all. Maybe except the Bohemian Wood, but the Hipster Oud and the Perpetual Oud, I just use them just because, and I think I prefer the Hipster Oud more, because Perpetual Oud just gives me another rose gourmand. So anyways, these are the 4 fragrances, and honestly, I think for the Perpetual Oud and for the Hipster Oud, I'm going to rate them like a 6/10. I'm not as impressed, if I'm being honest. Like this collection, I don't even know if it was necessary. I feel like they should have come up with something more long lasting and unique. I feel like there's so many fragrances in the market that they can actually try to emulate and be dupes for, because that was the whole vibe, like trying to spend money on good fragrances, spend less money on good fragrances. My overall take on this collection is definitely a miss. The only one I like very much is the Bohemian Wood, just because it gives me a different vibe, and even then it's not my go-to fragrance. First of all, they are not even long lasting, let me just put that out there. As compared to the Rose Gourmand, the Golden Decade, you know, the Amber Fusion, I could get at least 8 hours from those fragrances. But these ones, once I spray it, I'm telling you, like 3-4 hours is off. I don't even know what I smell like anymore. So I usually just use this fragrances as like a lounge fragrance. If I want to just stay in the house and just chill, which I am doing right now with my one hand. If I'm just going to run errands, I can just spray one of these on myself. So these are actually good for just, you know, casual wearing. For work fragrance, maybe you can wear this to work, but then I don't think that it will last. If you're working for 8 hours, I do not think that it's going to last you for 8 hours if you're the kind of person that wants a fragrance that's going to last for that long. So you can either get this and just use it like that, or you just go for the original Rose Gourmand, Red Temptation, Tuscan Leather, and the rest of them. So my favorite is definitely the Bohemian Wood, and then the next in line will definitely be the Hipster Wood. Before we now talk about the Endless Wood, which is like the true leather one, and then the Perpetual Wood, that would be my ranking. So I'm pretty disappointed, just a tad bit. But then again, if you have not tried the Rose Gourmand, maybe you would like the Perpetual Wood more. Or if you don't have the Rose Gourmand, or if you want to switch, if you're looking for a way to switch your fragrances, maybe you like this collection more. I'm not saying that this collection is not nice. The oud is not so strong in them, just in case you're afraid of oud. The oud note is not so strong, so you don't get like, you know how these oud fragrances can be. It's not like that here. It's very soft. I think it's well blended, honestly, but you can get the smokiness of these fragrances. I don't get it as strong as the other ones that I know. You can definitely tell that there's oud in this fragrance. It's just the fact that these fragrances aren't as long lasting as I would expect them, or maybe it's just me, it could be different for you, I don't know, but they're not as long lasting as I would expect them to be, and they're not as unique as I would expect them to be. When I say unique, I don't mean like it smells like another fragrance in the fragrance market. I'm talking about it's smelling like another Zara fragrance. Like, it doesn't have to smell like another Zara fragrance. That is my take on this collection. I don't know, you guys let me know what your take is. Have you tried these fragrances before? Do you like them? Which is your favorite out of the 4 of them? I mean, right now everything is back in stock, I believe, like the Rose Gourmand, the Red Temptation, all of them are back in stock as I saw. So you can definitely get your hands on those ones if you don't want to try these ones, or if you want to try something new, then you can definitely try, you know, these ones as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you guys for tuning to my channel. If you're new here, of course, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video as usual, and share it with your friends and your loved ones. And I'm gonna see you in my next one.